Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co-host, Ginny B. Hi, Ginny. How are you today?
Hello, everybody. I'm enjoying sunshine in Iowa.
Sunshine in Iowa. That sounds like a song or a painting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome, everybody. Ginny and I will be answering your questions. Will be if you'd like a message from one of your loved ones who have transitioned and are of the love light vibration on the other side, please do provide the name and the relation. And just one individual per request is important. And or if you would like a message from your spirit guides or angels, we just ask that you use caps and emojis. And just a gentle reminder that we are going to be choosing questions at random. Yay! I love to see everybody here. Hi, Karen. Hi, Isaac. Isaac, we need to get together. I need to find out what's going on. Akila B is here. Hi, Akila. You're so sweet. And Joyful Journey, Craig Dixon. Okay. And Jamie Cowboy is here. And Miss Sherlock. So nice to see everybody. Well, we have a beautiful lineup later on today, just so everybody knows. I will be with Terry Lee, Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, and Terry Suzuki from Kikaru Spiritual Journeys. And today is our Psychic Triad. And we do Psychic Triad show approximately every other Friday. So I'm looking forward to that. I invite you all to come back. And that's at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. And then I have the honor of having the ladies of the Crone Zone on this evening for a very spiritual and intellectual conversation about some of our experiences and some of our viewpoints. It'll be a very interesting discussion and back and forth. So I do invite you to come back. You never know what's going to happen between the three of us. I love the energy. I love the energy of these ladies, and I love to showcase them and highlight them. They're very, very intelligent, wise, and a beautiful example for all of us. So please do come on by. And Ginny, how you were on the Allie Martin show, the Heart and Soul Connected.
Yes. Just last week.
Just last week, and I have heard rave reviews.
Well, thank you. It was a blast working with her, as it is with you and everybody that I've done it so far. But we really clicked, and we're validating each other's stuff on a consistent basis. It was pretty powerful.
You guys had the psychic bounce and everything.
It did.
And I was with Allie, I think it was the day after or a couple of days after, and she's like, Ginny is really great. And I'm like, I know. She goes, her and I were in sync. We were in sync. And I'm like, I
know. We covered a lot of ground.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to watch and to hear, all the feedback. And so let's go ahead and get started. We will be starting with Miss Sherlock. She says she would like to know if her brother Chris is very hot and cold to her. And Miss Sherlock has stopped reaching out because she doesn't want to feel hurt anymore. And she wants to know, why is this happening to her? Thank you. Why is he this way to her? So thank you very much for being here, Miss Sherlock, and for asking your question. After Miss Sherlock, I have Craig Dixon and Isaac will be up after that. So please do stand by. Aww. So what I like to say is I like to ask that my spirit guides and angels assist me in relaying the information that is most important for you to learn and that is in your highest good. we don't know about your brother's energy because we are not able to connect to him without his permission. So what we're going to do is look at the situation and perhaps you, Miss Sherlock. I think you have been becoming more aware of energies around you. You're working on your psychic and intuitive and awareness skills. I feel like you're opening yourself up and tuning into the subtle changes. And I think that it's important to understand um, that when we go out into the world with other people, other energies, it's important for us to be able to modify that awareness and that sensitivity sort of antenna and protect it so that we are not as opened. So that when people are brash or curt or, vindictive or, making derogatory comments, it's very disturbing to somebody who is quite as sensitive as we are, Miss Sherlock.
Mhm.
However, it's important to understand where this individual might be on their soul's journey and to open up to compassion, forgiveness, and understand that we're on two different journeys. He's not on the same journey as you. And if he were, he wouldn't say those things. But we're all on a different journey. And what this also does is it points out how far you have come on your journey of awareness and opening up to your and to the energies around you. How about you, Ginny?
When I first saw the question, Miss Sherlock, I reached into a deck that I have that's Akashic Records, and it was Release Judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes, which is just what Jean said. And this not that the card means a whole lot here, but you can kind of see this. Your statement about your brother reflects you, not your brother. And I'm trying to figure out how to put this in the words that fits in your world. The next card that I got was throat release. So it's you are not feeling heard. You and maybe you're not listening to yourself, or you don't feel heard by yourself. You care about your brother, you love your brother, but this is not about you. This is about him. Just like Jean said, that he has his path and what he's doing. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but we're not reading him. We're here for reading for you. And when you release your need to have it safe for you in dealing with your brother, then you will be better able to help him if he needs it and asks for it. You get a spiritual hug if you do that, that you will be supported. But to separate whose problem, your problem is that you feel hurt. Figure out why it is that hurts you and then back away from that, because he's not capable of being what you need him to be. And that just came into my head. He's dealing with his own stuff, whatever that is. And I won't even go there to diagnose that. You need to concentrate on you so that you can stand strong. He will always be there. And we don't always have to have this kumbaya family. It doesn't exist. And in the law of attraction deck, as my thoughts are in harmony with health. This would be your health as well as his, but he's responsible for his health. You're responsible for yours. I want perfect health. I like feeling good. I enjoy a good feeling body. I have many positive memories of feeling good in my body. So concentrate on the positive feelings of good things with your brother. I see many people who are clearly in a state of good health. So the message is concentrate on the good part, review what you have, the good part, the things that is working well with your brother, and then be patient. And it's not your responsibility. You are your responsibility.
Well said. Good luck, Miss Sherlock. All the best to you. Thank you for being here, and thanks for asking your question. I have Craig Dixon, and then I have Isaac. So Craig says, does my guide Clara have anything to say this morning?
Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. So you don't have to be trusting until somebody has earned your trust, but always trust yourself. Follow your vibes, your intuition. And your soul knows.
Do you have anything else, Ginny?
No, basically it's just, you got to just stand in your own power, Craig. You got it. Whatever it is. I think it's more of a reminder.
Mm-hmm. So Craig said that they were talking about trust last night. So what I was picking up for you, Mr. Dixon, is that you're feeling, not you're feeling, but I feel like you have a sense of responsibility, and this is admirable and commendable, and generous of you. However, she wants you to know that there is no obligation, there is no responsibility when it's almost like she wants you to know you two are symbiotic. Like it's a balance between the two. It's give and take. It's always understood. It's always balanced, and it's always free will. And you move together. If you don't want to take a step forward, she will not take a step forward. And there is no responsibility for you to take that step forward or not to. There is no. I don't know if you feel not obligated, but there's something about taking responsibility. And she's saying that we are both autonomous and that we both work independently and together. But it's a consistent agreement for each step of the way, whether or not we continue, move, or don't move. And she wants you to know that it's your free will, and it is your own. What makes you happy is who you have the obligation to, is to your own soul, because you are here in this lifetime, in this incarnation, and you're the one who is navigating this world, not she. So it's always up to you, is what she wants to tell you. Interesting. She said this beats movie work, huh? I told Clara I trust 100%, but people have to be able to maintain that trust. Yeah.
I
Very
like that,
wise.
maintain. Just because somebody earns it once doesn't mean they get it the second time. I like that. That's a good reminder, Craig. Thank you.
Yeah, very wise. Thank you very much, Craig. Okay, so I have Isaac, who is next. Isaac, please do say hello and let us know that you're still here. And after Isaac is Lisa P73. So Lisa, if you're still here, just say hello. Lisa and Isaac. Isaac is here. Oh, Craig said he learned that in psychology class. Wow.
That's a very good reminder.
Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Mr. Isaac, message from loved one, please. Betty, his grandmother.
The first thing that came through me, Isaac, when I saw your question from your grandmother Betty, is get that stuff done. Whatever it is that you have on your to-do list that you're going to do someday, just get it done. She says you're spending more time thinking about it, and it will take less time to get it done. I don't know what that is in reference to. Some projects, some pile of stuff, cleaning out stuff. It's kind of like clean your room already. Your room being metaphoric for anything else that's kind of sort of out there in your world, and it could be literally, but that I'm not picking that up. Just there's something that you need to address. The wisdom card that I picked for you is divine timing. This is vintage wisdom oracle and divine timing. So this goes back to it's whatever it is that's on your agenda. Whatever it is, now is the time to do it because it will have maximum impact. And there's all sorts of things you can't see in this card, which is just about, whether you need to write or clean or sort or contact people, whatever it is that you've been putting off because reticent is the word that comes. It's not a word I use very often. You're unsure of the outcome, but this is the divine timing. Just get it done. That's what I got for him. Hope that helps. I hope it relates to something, Isaac.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Ginny. So I was picking up Betty, and the two things that came through very quickly for me was that she was unconditional love, that she was a place where you could be guaranteed unconditional love. And she was more like a confidant for you rather than a grandmother. She's like, she doesn't even like the term grandmother. She said, I am a grandmother by generation, but I'm, friend and confidant and a trustworthy soul. I feel like she's also your soulmate. I feel like she is just really wise, very kind. Nothing really bothered her. She went along with things. She didn't have an easy life. I do see her struggling a bit in her employment and straddling her employment and her home life. But she's saying that you got to do what makes what you got to make it work. You have to follow the parameters that are laid out for you. And then she's saying that within that, more will grow. So I do feel as though you might be resisting a natural following or a natural creation. And so she's saying, go through the steps and follow like the normal steps, and then the creativity will come through that. It's like you want to put the cart before the horse. You want to know what it is you're going to create and how wonderful the creation is and whether or not the creation will succeed before you even begin the creation. And she's saying that the beauty and the joy in life is developing and working through the creation. So if you want to keep yourself busy by doing something else, you don't have to lock yourself down just to one creation. You don't have to know what the outcome is going to look like or feel like or succeed before you begin your process. she's saying that there's two things to work simultaneously. And she's saying that she was able to have fun, be social, have a family, and also maintain a career. And she said it wasn't, it was almost like it was necessary for her to continue on. I do feel as though this is sort of where you get some of your creativity. I feel like she had an awareness and a kindness and open-hearted and open-mindedness. And she really wants you to know that she is your confidant now and forever. And that if you need her, you can still talk to her. You can write letters to her. Let me see. She is showing me a couple of things. I'm going to see if they mean anything. So I feel like she's young at heart. Like no matter how old she was, she still spoke to you as if she was like, she never had that authority figure kind of a tone or perspective. It was always like this kind of perspective. And she just wants you to know that she is safe, she is happy, she is with other family members and loved ones. And she's saying you shine brightly. She's saying that you do have this special creativity in you, and she's saying that you're waiting for it to happen, and it's not waiting. It's the waiting that is not being productive. She wants you to work on just going forward, and with each step you take, that's when the creation will occur. So she wants you to keep moving forward and trust that you'll be led in the right direction. So that's what I have for you. Mr. Isaac. So he's saying, yes, okay, right. Very good. Very good. She's really, really down to earth, very loving, very open-minded. And she seemed like your contemporary. She did not seem like, she almost was like offended that we're calling her grandmother. She's like, yes, I am generationally, but I am more a friend and a confidant. Like that was more important to her than being, she was a writer. Wow. Yep. She understands.
Well, that's interesting because, and I don't have the card, but the wisdom card that I held up had a feather pen.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you, Isaac. Did I say who was next?
If you did, I forgot.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Lisa's here. Okay, that's right. I did ask. And Lisa, who else was it that said? Sorry, you guys. Let me just see. Yeah. So after Lisa is Tracy Scott.
Okay, Lisa.
And she said, any messages from my guides and angels? These last 3 months have been a struggle health-wise. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa. After Tracy is Karen Doyle. Okay. Wow. All right, Lisa P73. So I feel like, Lisa, I see that you have a lion in your icon there, and I do feel as though you have the strength of a lion. You have the courage of a lion, and whatever it is that you're moving through will increase and strengthen that courage and strength. They want you to try not to resist. They want you to surrender and allow, and talk to your spirit guides and angels if you are so inclined, that that you will, if I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if you would like to do their work for them, you know, have them show you the way. They want you to believe in miracles. And take each step with a grain of salt. Like, don't, I don't know. There's something about certain parameters and certain, I don't know, criteria or examples or history does not pertain to you. You know, like, just because every blue car fades doesn't mean your blue car will fade. You know, you're unique. Your situation is unique, and try not to listen to standards or statistics. Take your case as individual, and your outcome will be individual. And our belief and our trust and our connection is very strong, and our prayers and our energy work is also very strong. So that's what they have to tell you there, Miss Lisa P.
I was picking up a lot of the same thing as far as the health thing is, to trust yourself, to trust others, but to let some stuff go. The cards I picked, I just different decks and picked the first one I had is angel numbers. So, you know, the double numbers, you know, the 11, 11, 22, 22, 33, all those kind of things. In other words, you're being protected, you're being guided. You are not alone. You are not alone in this. And this is a receipt here on this thing that it has an 1111 as the subtotal. So the sum total of you is you are protected regardless of what's going on. And I want you to notice the colors in this card. And the next card that I picked was stop giving away your power right now. And notice the similarities we have in the colors with the reds and the red tones. So look up red light, the meaning, the power of red, and see what that means. Do meditations with red light. I'm not real conversant in a lot of that, so you'll have to do some research. But you have the power to handle what you're dealing with. Don't give up your power and relying on, like Jean just said, it always amazes me when this comes together. I still get excited, is that you are an active agent in your life. Don't give up your agency with that, and make sure that you're comfortable with it, because, and you can't make this stuff up. Card 33, which would be an angel number, says your soul knows. So deep in your heart, you know. This all comes down to words do not teach, experience teaches. It is life experience that brings you your knowing. Reflect into your own past life experience and begin watching for the correlation between the words you are reading here and the life experiences that you have lived. Have you been mostly thinking, speaking, writing, and observing that which pleases you or not? And you can take this a little bit deeper in that what you are experiencing is also teaching you something. So whatever's going on in your head as you're going through this, where are those thoughts coming from? Are they depression? Are they worry? because health is worrying and one can get depressed, but work yourself through that. Seek some advice or talk to somebody and work through to what you're experiencing and how you can change your internal system to give you the power to deal with the physical system. I hope that helps.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Lisa. And she said she needs to do that to stop giving away her power, for sure. Well, thank you for being here, Lisa. It was nice to see you. After Lisa is Tracy and then Karen Doyle. Here's Miss Tracy. And did Tracy, you say hello? And Karen, I think Karen and Tracy are still here. Yep, Tracy said yes. Okay. So she said a message from her mom, Patsy Ann, Patricia, or anyone else. Okay, let's see who comes through for you, Miss Tracy. So your mom is very much a beacon of light and is very present around you. She is wanting to comfort you and console you and let you know that she has not gone far. She has, you are still connected by the love you two had together. And she's saying that not to worry about her. I think you're still, I don't know how long ago it's been that she passed. I feel like it was, but she's just saying not to worry about her, that she's okay, that she's with loved ones, family members, and she is very much aware of what's happening around her. I don't know if she was not aware before she crossed, if she had some dementia of some sort, that she was not aware of things. And we tend to still have the same concern about our loved ones as when they were here after they pass. But she wants you to know that she is very much aware of what's going on around her, and she's a very strong force. She must have been quite a woman here in this world, Tracy, that that I'm feeling her very strong, immense spirit coming through, and she is coming through with much. She does not want me to miss her. She does not want me to mistaken her. She's saying, I am right there with you. And that she's saying that it is a change in frequency and energy, but there is no change in connection or love. And she's saying, please work on discerning or understanding what the difference is, that the energy that she is no longer here in this world, or the frequency that you no longer feel in the room when she's there, it doesn't mean that her love and her connection is not there. She's saying those two are forever, and that is a soul connection, and you feel the soul connection, but your ego and physical human part of you misses the energy and the physical part of her. I feel like she has some dogs with her. She was trying to tell me about some dogs, some little dogs, or they were little dogs, but they got a little plump. And she's also talking about horses, and it could have been like a plastic horse or a stuffed animal type of horse. She's also talking about her grandchildren. And she wants you to know that she is with, I feel like it's her brother. There's a man there. I don't know if it's your dad or her brother. There's a man there that is with her in spirit. She's saying brother. She's saying we're all here together. Yeah, and she just wants to reiterate, even the pets. And she's saying that we are aware. We are fully conscious on the other side. we're not on the other side sleeping. She wants you to let you know that we are fully conscious on the other side. And she's doing me a favor because I always ask them to tell me what it's like. She's like, we're fully conscious here. I am here. I am here. I am here. I am right beside you. I am within your thoughts and I'm in your heart. And she's coming through really, really big, Tracy. She really wants to talk a lot. So I'm just going to stop there, Miss Tracy. But your mom is quite a woman. And really strong energy. And oh, geez, she said she was very bossy, and that appears to be her. Don't miss me. Yeah, I'm right here. Sounds just like her. And yes, I gave her my poodle one time so she could have company. I've always had horses. Oh gosh. And she did have a brother who passed. Oh my gosh. Well, she's really very vocal, very clear, and she came through big. She was like I'm here. I'm like her energy was really big. She said, "Oh yes, I often smell her when I miss her, but I put one of her favorite songs and dance with her. She had cancer and does appear dementia had started to set in." Okay. I can assure you that she is a busybody and not sleeping. Oh gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh my. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. What an amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that Tracy's response to you explains the cards that I got. The loneliness, that if you gave her a dog so she wouldn't be lonely. But also, I think she's saying that you are experiencing some loneliness for her, loneliness just in your life in general, because the cards that follow that were you need to set the intention to release. So whatever it is that you're hanging on to, that your mother would know about, that she would have, so it's a way of thinking, maybe a way of thinking about her, a way of thinking about whatever it is. You need to set the intention to move forward and to release whatever it is. And you're going to have to do some thinking about that, because she wants you to know she has a new understanding. So on the other side, so if there were things that were difficult between you, would be my guess, or that you might have like rolled your eyes at your mother about, is that she has a new understanding of that, or those situations. And if you go back and if you look at it, then you can grow from that and add to your toolbox, is the words that comes to my head, on how to improve that in your life, or to get past that, or to be better at it if it was something you admired about her. That takes thinking. You have, in retrospect, you have to do the concentration on stuff and talk her to that. But she wants you to release something and not be lonely yourself.
Yep. She did say, I do at times for sure experience loneliness. And she said, thank you. Made me feel so good that she's right here. She is for sure, Tracy. And what an energy. What an amazing force of communication coming through. Yeah. That she wasn't sleeping. Okay. Oh, that was wonderful. And she's really good. Like she's her like she's okay. Like she's like, I'm fine. I'm here. Like I like kind of like don't the emotional charge or the worry or the concern is like way down. Like we're fine. We're conscious. We're here. Like it's okay. And just she kept saying. She said things were not where they should have been for most of my childhood, but I always appreciated a distinct statement she made to me not long before she passed. Okay.
So she sees things differently. Yeah, she's got that, and she wants you to go back and reprocess that and let that go. What did you learn from that? And that made you who you are now, in spite of the situation with her when you were a child.
Yep. She said she had a heart of gold. She certainly does, for sure. Wow. That was really interesting. Very strong messages coming through there. Thank you for being here, Tracy Scott. And so I have Karen Doyle. Did Karen ever say hello? Aw, she did say that that was a statement in which she saw things differently. Oh, wow. Yep.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so we don't think that Karen Doyle is still here. And then she said, "You're exactly right. That statement made a world of difference." Good. Wow. Excellent. Good job. Nice job,
Thank you for the
Jeannie.
feedback. That's always very helpful.
Absolutely.
I don't know about Jean, but I say stuff and just cross my fingers that it makes sense to somebody.
Okay, is Lottie B, Debbie Shifting Veils, and Kim B. So Lottie, Debbie, Kim. And whoever comes first will do that. So if anybody, if you guys are here, just say hello, Lottie, Debbie, Kim. Okay.
Lottie's here.
Thank you, Lottie.
I'll have a message from my mom, Diane.
And Debbie. Okay, so Lottie says, would love a message from my mom, Diana. She wants to know why you're asking us. She said, you talk to me all the time. I talk to you all the time. You hear me in your thoughts and you hear me in your heart. You hear, it's almost like, you know how they say you have an angel on your shoulder or you have women's intuition. She's saying that's her. She said, who do you think's been telling you to, you know, make your bed or whatever it is she's telling you? She's saying that that's me. I'm talking to you. I'm coaching you. I'm guiding you. She says, trust that. She said that you're not bothering me and I'm not busy doing something else. We are once and forever always connected. I feel like she's been gone quite a while and you may have felt like you lost touch. And she said, no, she's just giving you a little bit of space. But she says that she's very much in contact with you every time you think of her. And she said, you do have some things of hers that are out. I don't know. There's something on a dresser. I don't know if there's like, I don't know if it's like a jewelry box or a little pretty box or a box with art, you know, something that's on like a dresser or a table or something that you have out that's really very precious and old. It doesn't cost a lot, but it's very special to you that it was your mother's and your mother really cherished it. And it could even have been an heirloom from her mother. But she's just saying that these things that you have out, and when you think of me, when you pass by them and look at them and you think of me, she says, I'm always in your heart. She does say that she respects your autonomy and your free will and does not want to interfere. But she does watch over you and guide you. And she feels like you visit her in your dreams. So I'm not sure, Lottie, if you remember your dreams, but she's saying that she's visiting you in your dreams. She seems a little reserved, a little quiet, a little, you know, respectful and, you know, doesn't want to cross any lines, but she's still right there. And where she has a little bit of make your bed, you know, she'll look whatever. I mean, whatever it is, you know, nobody has to tell you. I know I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that she whispers these little things to you. And it sounds like it's your own inspiration, but she's nudging you towards this. So she just wants you to trust that. How about you, Jenny? Oh,
Well, you know, I've got like this
yeah.
ton of cards here on my table, right? And I immediately, as soon as you read Lottie's question, reached for the birds, the oracle of the birds, and then for the gem deck. So I don't know whether she liked birds and rocks and stones and stuff, but that's where I believe that she guided me. And so you get the swallow, and it's spiritual guidance. Happiness is imminent. Happiness is always there. You just have to recognize it. And I I just get the sense that she was light of wing. I've never used that phrase before, but light of wing, that she took joy. And I'm going to say light flights of fancy, but not as in people who are just imagining things and being all silly, but she had grace. If you've ever watched a swallow, they're very graceful, but they're very swift and they're very exacting in what they do when they're out there chasing bugs and stuff. And then the stone that I got, and again, notice we have colors here that are the same, is the rhodonite. Harmony, out of clutter, find simplicity. So while these stones look like they're cluttered, they form a pattern. There's simplicity. You can almost feel the smoothness of the stones here in this picture. And you can look up rhodonite and see what other metaphysical meanings it has for it and stuff. But so you have air and you have earth. And this just hit me. And then the card that I picked from Von Prague deck is It Was My Time to Go, which is water. And then her last part of the message is enjoy the power of silence. Sometimes just sit with your thoughts of her and enjoy the power that you have for you.
Beautiful. She said she was connected to nature with the birds and the stones, and she said she's been having to clear out clutter recently. So that was really spot on. Absolutely. And our loved ones do communicate with us in many different ways. And I feel like you do say thanks, Mom, or I know that was you, Mom, or Mom, something like that. She said, wonderful cards. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. All right. So I do have Debbie and then Kim. Debbie is here. And Debbie says, may I have a reading on my energy, please and thank you. I've been exhausted. Well, I think you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders there, Miss Debbie. So let me tune into your energy and see. Have you been working on balancing your chakras? Have you been working on strengthening your auric field? This is really, and this is the last thing that we think of when our energy is low, because we just want to sort of like cocoon and nurture ourselves, which is really good. And in addition to, also, they're telling me about detoxing, like maybe having a nice, beautiful salt bath if you can, or trying some celery juice in the morning if you can. Do a little bit of detoxing. I feel like there is some sluggishness sort of in the physical sense that is not helping your energy, because you're so sensitive to your energy. Any little thing that you're a little bit off, you feel in a big, heavy way. So it'll help to dissipate the lethargy, and just be careful of the amount of not natural foods that are coming into your diet there, and really work on some highly nutritional, densely nutritional foods, like the superfoods that they talk about, like the kale and the sweet potato and the these things that are broccoli, these things that are like superfoods, and they want you to work on increasing that intake, as well as balancing that energy and detoxing. So all of those, and maybe start with the detoxing and begin with the diet, and then work on practicing your strengthening your chakras in your auric field as well. So that's what I got. I do subliminal chakra work. Wow, very nice. How about you,
Wow.
Miss Ginny?
You've had a disruption in your energy, which is you need grounding. You need to ground yourself, but you also need at the same time. So we're back to the your chakra balancing and stuff is crown activation. So top to bottom, and sometimes lightning actually more often goes from the ground up. It doesn't come down, and it dissipates the energy, the spark. I'm sure you've all had, if you live in a dry area and stuff, and you can get the static shock when you're walking around in the wintertime and stuff, that you can shock yourself. So you have to add some moisture to your life. So whatever that means in the physical, to hydrate more. Lack of energy can be a hydration kind of thing, but also in your spirituality is to connect your grounding to your crown. And to do that actually for your physical body, not just your metaphysical body, to maybe exercise or whatever that is that connects the two together. And then the other card that I got was Archangel Michael. So strength, courage, and letting go. So you need to let go of something. In other words, let go of that hot wire would be the phrase that I would use. So metaphorically, if you keep holding on to that electric wire, you're going to continue to get shocked, and it's going to zap your energy. So whatever it is you're hanging on to that's dragging your energy down, it's just, you're going to have to do some thinking to identify that, and you go, oh, well, that's really silly. What was I hanging on that for? The other cards that I pulled and I couldn't make sense out of, and then I put them back in the deck, was about children. And I think so you need some childlike energy back in, or if you have, I don't know whether you have children or you have things about children, but you need the positive energy of children, and some play. Go play, and that will connect your root chakra to your crown chakra.
Wonderful. She said, I'm doing the letting go of stuff right now. That's good. That's good.
It takes a lot of energy to do that.
You're following your intuition there, Debbie. I think you're doing well. All the best to you, Debbie, and be kind to yourself through these fluctuating energies, and to everybody here as well. Kim B is next, and she is, let's see what we have here. All right. And Kim B says, any messages from my guides? All right. Oh, Debbie Shifting Veil says she takes care of her grandson. So that's that.
Well, there goes that's you're tired. But also, I took a class years and years ago from it was a counseling psychology class. Very, very wonderful spiritual being was teaching it. And he said he went home one time and his grandkids were playing in the front yard in the sprinkler. And grandpa, come with us. And he said, no, I don't have time. And they said, oh, come. So he took off his shoes and socks and he went and played in the sprinkler with him. And he says, it's the best therapy you can do is play like a child.
Wow, that's beautiful. Well, I'm sure you're the best grandmom there, Miss Debbie. It is beautiful, wasn't it? All right. Kim B says, any messages from my guides? So, Kimby, do you fly at night? I do see you sort of having an experience, an out of body experience, or a dream where you're flying. And it's not like flying like Superman, you're actually upright and flying, or floating. Um, I feel like you might even like step outside of your consciousness during the day. Do you have like daydreams um, that take you away from your day-to-day life? I feel like you do have these, and it's almost like you're remembering things. I feel like it may just be your psychic awareness coming on, and your just the expansion in your frequency and vibration. They want you to know that to keep this in balance, to make sure you always have one foot tethered to the ground, and that the experiences will be there. Like you don't have to hurry, you don't have to rush, you don't have to try. The experiences will come when you're ready and when you have time. I feel like you might, like you don't have to rush it or force it. It's like go through life and allow for these experiences to occur. And and I feel like this is something that you've experienced once, and you want to try and replicate it over and over again. Where what you want to do is just learn from that experience and absorb it, and sort of integrate that energy, and then take a next step. How about you, Miss Ginny?
As you were talking about dreams, I got the Vintage Oracle Wisdom card of dreams. So tuning into those dreams and going back over what Jean just said, the fairies say, easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything and all the doors will open to you. In other words, sometimes pushing or pulling doesn't get you there. You have to wait for the door to go, because it's a revolving door. You have to wait. So relax into the dreams, relax into your world, and stop trying to force something. It's kind of like wishing too hard, but be present. You need to be present. So you are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat into your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living a life more fully again. Dreaming is okay, but you need to be conscious about what you're doing and don't get lost into it as escapism, would be what I would take from that. Because speaking of flying, the parrot and communication. Life expresses itself in many ways. Humor is only one of them. So maybe a little bit more fun in how you're looking at your dreams or how you're looking at your life situations. Easy does it. Lighten up, have some humor, and be present, and then it'll move, because they got you. They're there with you.
That is amazing, Ginny. And do you look through the deck and pull out the cards that I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
How do you pick these cards?
By random. I sit
you,
here
right?
and I'll just pick up a deck, and it's kind of like, oh, that looks interesting, and it just, yeah. And I always pick like from the middle of the deck, or I'll go like this and then stop someplace and get it.
Totally random. And that is
totally
exactly,
random.
I mean, it's exactly what I was, because it's interesting, because I sense kind of what they're trying to tell me, and I can't really sort of articulate it. And then when you bring these cards in that just say spot on exactly what I'm just trying to say, and just really confirms everything all over again. Each part of that really is very important. I would look back at this, Kimby, and listen to the reading again, and see how everything correlates and solidifies. And it's not. It's. I feel like it is important And I feel like it's something that can be easily remedied. So I think it was really interesting that the spirit guides came through with such specific advice there. Interesting. Hi, Garnet. How are you? Look at Garnet. He always puts jeans there for when he says Jean, because whenever he writes the word Jean, I guess they pop up. And I just think they're the cutest. Because people used to say, how do you spell Jean? I'm like, like blue jeans. And they're like, oh, okay. Oh my gosh. And he calls me Jeannie. That's so cute, Garnet. It makes me smile every time. It certainly does. Even when I don't say it, it makes me smile. So we're right at the top of the hour here, Ginny. What would you like to do?
It makes me no, never mind. I'm enjoying sitting here looking at the sunshine and the snow melting.
I know. Well, I do have 2 more shows this afternoon, but
Right?
let's go. Let's see if we can do one more. Are you available for
Okay,
one
that's
more?
fine. Let's do one more,
Is
one final.
is is Jackie Cirillo still here? Is Jackie? Are you still here? Just see if she's still here. I know a lot of people are leaving. You have other things to do. I like to try and keep it at an hour because it helps when people are watching on the replay. Let me know if you see her. I'm kind of looking up. So if anybody wants to ask a
Yeah, Jackie
question,
said
just
yes.
she is good.
Yes.
Good, Jackie, you're still here. So if anybody wants to ask a question, um, don't just say I or not. Try to just put the question in instead of saying I hope I'm. It's different here because you just put your question in and we choose them at random. Honestly, it's whatever my eye lands on, and so if you want a question, put it in caps. Use emojis if you can, and it really is just that simple. So I do see a couple of you saying, I wonder if I could ask a question. You could, if you put your questions in caps and use emojis and just ask what it is that you're looking for. And I do see a couple of new people here. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. We come back again at 4:30. We have another show running at 4:30. And just ask your question the way that it says to in caps and emojis, and just put the name of the person the name and the relation, like my brother Bob, my mother Jane, or whatever it is, message from my spirit guides, whatever, and just make sure you use caps and that's it. If you have 2 people, put your brother Bob on one and then start another one and put your mother Jane on the other. So whichever one is chosen, it's okay. So just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. So thank you very much for being here. I see a lot of new people here. But we are at the top of the hour and this is our last question. So please do come on back. But yeah, you did good there. You did good, Sharon. So Jackie says, I would love a reading from my grandmother, Natalie. I love that name, Natalie. It's a pretty name. So she wants you to know that you're a courageous soul, Miss Jackie. Natalie is coming through and she's saying you are a force. You are a strong force, and you are you have a lot of strength and you have a lot of perseverance. And I think that she's saying that you get this from her, that she has this strength and perseverance. She's saying that try not to resist. She's saying there is a struggle that is occurring, and she's saying work on moving through rather than resisting. And it allows more ease and more guidance and more direction to come through. It's easier said than done. This is what she's saying.
Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry, you're not done.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so again, because I'm shuffling as Jean's talking, and sometimes I catch the word she has, but there's no way I could stack the deck. I have too many card decks that I sit here and shuffle. So your grandmother says there's something about you're stuck in fear. that you are thinking of all the things that could go wrong. But what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. So if you're gonna do a cost benefit list, or on your piece of paper, divide it in the columns, the good, what could go right, what could go wrong. There's too much that can go right, because don't paralyze yourself. And then again, walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. These two were not in the deck next to each other. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. And the stone that she picked for you is an amethyst. So this beautiful, beautiful purple color, and you'll notice all the purple in this card, right? And it's everything in moderation, including moderation. And that's the golden mean. That's the golden mean. That it's that all things in moderation, including moderation. So stop with the don't list, start with what I can do list, and go for it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. She did say she's an extremely strong woman, and that was very true there, Miss Ginny. And she said, oh, wow, with those cards. And that was a direct message. And she's almost like, she wants you to remember where you come from. And she wants you to know that you have more inside of you than you have tapped in, and to utilize all of that strength and dig down deep and to pull out the courage and the strength to move forward. And she's saying that you have all of us here. And I feel like it's a maternal type of support, or the feminine support around you, that she's there to support and help you to walk through. Like, it's not just you. You don't have to just rely on your own courage and strength. It's the generations of the divine feminine that has walked before you, is all walking with you through this time. And
she has an addendum to that too. She wants you to know that what you saw was on the outside, and her strength on the outside. You don't know the fear she felt on the inside, and she did it anyway. You don't know the things that she was processing in her mind, so that she came off as the strong woman, that she is as human as you, and found the strength to do what needed to be done regardless of what was going on. But she doesn't share. We don't do that. None of us, we don't go through the, oh, I was afraid of this and this and this. We process and do it. So she wants you to know that she's not a miracle. She's just strong enough to do that. And you have that ability.
Beautiful. Wow. Wow. That was a mic drop there, Miss Jackie. She said, interesting. Yeah. Yep. Well, there is part of her that
yeah, we don't think of our parents or grandparents as human beings that had the same things that we're going through, right?
Yeah. Yeah. She said you may have seen her as a saint in your opinion, but I think she had struggles within, for sure. Yeah. She wants you to remember what you're made of, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
They like to say that, I'm sure. Well, that will do it for our show for today. And I just want to thank everybody for being here, for watching, for asking your questions, for sticking around for others. So Lisa says, thank you, ladies. I can totally relate to what both of you have said. I'm going to get a shadow workbook. Very good. Very good, Lisa. And thank you very much, everybody, for all of your feedback, all of your support here. We really appreciate you. And please do stop back at 4:30 this afternoon. I'll be back with the Psychic Triad, and that's 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. And then later on this evening, I have the Ladies of the Crone Zone coming on to talk about some woo-woo spiritual topics, and a very fun conversation there. So I look forward to seeing everybody. And Ginny will be back again. Please do comment below and let us know if you'd like to see more of this. And believe me, it's each and every one of you are just magnificent. So thank you again, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.